Maxie. The beautiful baby. Max, the beautiful baby. You're a big dog. Oh shit, the show's on. Hello, users, and welcome. Yeah, okay, no one's here yet.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go Brandon," a sort of code for a profane slogan.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go Brandon," a sort of code phrase
and you
is,
haven't
"Let's
seen
go
the latest
Brandon."
polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in
attacking President Biden. What is
So notice something. I defended him on his bad joke because I have standards and I have principles.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
What's the most important issue in the governor's race here in Virginia?
Getting back to the basics of teaching children, not teaching them critical race theory.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
let me just tell you, I get along with everybody, which is my obligation to my company, to myself, etc. Obviously, the war in Iraq was a big, fat mistake.
Unbelievable.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup.
Hello, users. Hello, Max the dog. Hello. Hello, Max the dog. As you can tell, we are starting off today's show with Max the dog. You can't even see this dog. Look at him. Look at him. He loves me. Just like each and every one of my viewers. Look at him. Look at him. Are you seeing this animal? Is this visible? Is this a visible phenomenon that you can witness, that you can bear fucking witness to? Look at this. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Ooh. Ooh. Look at him. Look at him. He's crazy. He's out of control. You're out of control. Oh. There he goes. Oh, shit. There he goes. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ah! Ooh! Wow, Max! Ooh! Oh, it hit me in the face. Oh, and I've been conquered. Ah! 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 Max! Ah! Alright. Well. Another classic app, folks. Another classic app. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. Max the dog's having fun. Whew. My God. Alright, let me watch what happened. I want to see how that looked on stream. Damn, he got me good. He got me good. He got me good. Holy shit. And there I go. Instant replay, folks. At least for me, I can see the instant replay. Oh, he got me good. Oh my God. Look at that dog. Damn. Now look at him. He's plotting his next move. Look at him. He's plotting his next fucking move. He's like, what am I going to do next? Look at that. He's like, uh-oh. This bitch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's happening. It's happening. Maxie, are you going to come get me again? Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh. 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 Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy! Look at the puppy! Woo! Look at the puppy! Look at the puppy! Puppy, 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 puppy doggy. I love this dog. Oh, there he goes. So we got a show lined up for y'all today. Actually, I don't have a show. I have no show. This is a no show. No call, no show. See ya. Huh? Huh? Oh, look, he's back in the background. Hold up. He's got to take out his frustration on the chili pepper. All right, folks. I want to share some news with y'all. And so first we're going to get into the... recap. We're going to reek on this recap. There's the ground. Is it a red hot chili pepper? No, that one's on the other side. Alright, let's go. Actually, just kidding. I don't know what day yesterday was. Or the day before. I don't know what day anything is, to be honest. Be 2/18 and 19, I believe. Yeah, 18 and 19. Interesting. All right. So, the day before yesterday was day 218, and Jesus, this is what happens when I just wake up. And yesterday was day 219. I'm doing both of these as one video. We do daily demonstrations in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, over the police shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. that took place on April 21st. That is a very long time ago now. We've been out here every single day, marching around downtown Elizabeth City, saying how much we do not appreciate at all what's going on here in Elizabeth City. For those of you that don't know, 7 sheriff deputies from Pasquotank County, the county that we reside in, decided to roll up on the back of a pickup truck on April 21st at 8:30 in the morning to assassinate someone by the name of Andrew Brown Jr. And they claim that they did so because they wanted to search him for drugs because he's a known drug dealer. Well, all right. The war on drugs, right? We got to end all drugs in the whole world. So you killed him. Great job. So that means there's no more drugs, right? Wrong, actually. There's even more drugs in Elizabeth City over the course of this summer than there ever has been. But that's, whatever. So that thrown out the window. So, okay, so they go in there in a school zone, by the way. This is on the same street as a school. They go in there and they shoot him in the back of the head as he's trying to escape from the scene of the assassination. And so immediately after you think, oh, shot him in the back of the head. Well, we don't know if he's shot in the back of the head. Should we perform any medical intervention? Nah. CPR? Nah. Check on the body? Nah. Instead, Deputy Daniel Meads, what he decided to do, one of the 3 of the 7 shooters, 3 shooters of the 7 total deputies, I should say, his first instinct was, let's pick up all the bullets. Yeah, that's right. He went around scurrying around like a fucking cockroach, right, picking up bullets, trying to hide his involvement. Then he was later caught on his co-worker's body camera trying to change his magazine so that it looked like he had fired less rounds. That is clearly unacceptable, folks. I don't understand how we can live in a society where if you're a police officer, you go to summer camp for 8 months and you can kill anyone you want. That's the lesson we learned in Pasquotank County, right? Again, if I go to med school for 4 years and then I got the scalpel and I'm like, all right, I'm about to perform heart surgery, but instead I go like Dexter, from that show and just stab the motherfucker in the heart and then rip his body apart, you know what would happen? I would go to jail for medical malpractice. All right, let's move on. So let's say I'm an auto mechanic, right? And someone brings in their car. And so I plant a bomb in their car, and as soon as they bring it off the premises, it's like one of those things, and it explodes and it kills them. You know what would happen? I would go to jail, right? So let's say I'm a preschool teacher, and I bring in an AK-47 and kill all the kids. You know what would happen? I would go to jail. But when you're a police officer, all you need to do is go through 8 months of summer camp, and you can kill anyone you want. In as gruesome a way as possible, and you'll be fine. You'll get 2 months of paid vacation. Then you'll get a salary bonus. That's what happened here in Elizabeth City. The Pasquotank County Board of Commissioners voted to increase the salary of every sheriff's deputy after the police shooting of Andrew Brown Jr. That was one of the first things that they did because of the COVID restrictions. They would not have open meetings. One of the first open meetings that they had, in fact, I think it was the first one, was where they brought on the table the idea of raising the salary of the sheriff deputies. So, okay, you go in there, you kill someone, shoot them in the back of the head, cover up your involvement, then you get 2 months of paid vacation and a salary bonus. Huh? Only in Elizabeth City. Just kidding, actually. This is the entire fucking United States of America. This country is rotten to the fucking core. It's garbage. It's shit on my fucking shoes. And if you fucking think at all for any second whatsoever that these cops are on your side, if you're watching this video, I got news for you. The cops aren't on your motherfucking side, right? Unless you're one of those weirdos that's watching my videos just for fun to see what the peons are up to. I can guarantee you that's not happening, right? But if you're watching this video, the cops aren't on your side. They might pretend to be on your side. If you're a white, racist, conservative loser, they might pretend to be on your side. But let's be honest. Let's be real. When push comes to shove, they'll kill you just like they'll kill anyone else because you're all useless to them. They don't give a shit. To them, all you are, it's like playing whack-a-mole, but with 2 months of paid vacation. Oh, maybe if I shoot this motherfucker, I can get 3 months of paid vacation. Maybe I can finish Dark Souls if I just kill some more motherfuckers and get paid vacation. Huh? Does that sound like a good system of governance to you? It doesn't sound like a good system of governance to me. It sounds like fucking shit on my shoes. Fuck this country, fuck Pasquotank County, and fuck these sheriff deputies. Anyway, we've been out here for 219 days in a row. And so I, put both the little footage up there from the past few days. Yeah, that's right. We even marched on Thanksgiving. So not going to skip a day because of the holidays. I don't even believe in holidays, personally. It's all a bunch of manufactured bullshit to get us to fucking turn our attention away to something else. And it works, but it didn't work for us. No siree, we're marching on fucking Thanksgiving. We go all throughout downtown. Now, there weren't that many people out there walking around, but there were a lot of people driving, getting their last minute Thanksgiving donkeys in, all that kind of stuff. Fuck them. Actually, don't fuck them, because we all need to unify against the police. But anyway, that's that segment. We got Max the dog somewhere. Maxie, look at him. He's running around the background. Look at him. Y'all should have seen the beginning of the fucking stream. This dog on the beginning of the stream was incredible. Like, this dog tackled me. He destroyed me. I was thrown into the garbage can by this dog. Look at him. Yeah, the Nazis weren't all too bad, right, DJ Elf? I mean, come on. Some of them were just trying to feed their families, am I right? Look at him. Look at this. He loves when I make noises. So, he gets him really excited, as you can tell by his tail. He could power a fucking entire gated community with this goddamn tail's wind power. You can't see this, but I can. You can't see this, but I can. This is exclusive content just for me. Oh, he's trying to eat my hand. Maxie. Uh-oh, there he goes. Hey there, bud. Hi. Oh, hi. Alright. He's off in his own world now. Folks, I got a new, hoodie of some kind. I guess it's a hoodie. It's like one of those weird, hoodie shirts where it's got the hood, but it's kind of like the material of a shirt. Anyone? How is it? Let's get like I'm a fashion person. Look at this. How is this? Is this any good? Anything? Any good? You got this. You got, it's good length on the arms. How is it? Any good? It's got this little string. I don't know. I think there's two of them. Yep, there's 2 strings. We got 2 of them. Oh, here he is. Hey there, bud. Someone told me your name is Max. Are you the dog they call Max? Come this way, baby. Oh. Oh. I love him. I'm gonna cry. I know the show's just been me cuddling Max the doggy. That's been the whole show, but I love my doggy. I love my doggy. So, folks, I don't remember doing a show yesterday. Like, I know I did a show yesterday, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't quite remember how the show went. A couple people told me it was all right, but I got really drunk yesterday. So, just throwing that out there. I hope y'all enjoyed the show yesterday, because I think I did. I'm pretty sure I enjoyed the show. And let's be honest, that's all that matters, isn't it really? Yeah, DJ Elf, we can disagree to disagree. How does that sound? All good? That's good to hear. I love y'all down. All good. Crypto nervous morning. Yeah. Let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree on the cryptocurrency being nervous this morning. Well, let's agree to disagree. I disagree. And so I would like to take a moment to show you why I disagree to disagree. So this is I got my chart here. This is my chart for one of the cryptos that I'm in. This is yesterday, right? This is yesterday. It was at 176. Went all the way up to 341, no big deal, and we're still hovering around in the mid 2 range. Cryptocurrency is nervous this morning. I doubt it. I don't think so. I disagree. So maybe if you're in some shit coins, maybe if you're invested in shit coins, unlike myself, you think I invest in shit coins? You think I'm taking a shit on my coins? I ain't shitting on anything. The only shit that I have is reserved for the fucking sewage system. I'm not doing it on my cryptos, so I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm just throwing that out there. Hive doing stupid shit. Hey, I told y'all. I made a video. Look at this. I made a video, I think a couple months ago. I was like, hey, I'm into crypto. Maybe you could too. What is it? Hell yeah, look at this. I made this video. This video I made in October. Check this out. I made this video in October. I was talking about the Hive token. Now, again, I'm not a professional. Do not follow me in any capacity. Do not, the only financial decision I recommend is donation to my channel. But either way, I was talking about, look at this. Whoa, it's $1. Now, again, right now it's $2.50, right? So, like, if you would have had the foresight to be as intelligent as I am when I told you, you would have doubled your money and then some. But, y'all made financial decisions to instead not listen to me, which of course is a good thing because you shouldn't listen to me. I'm not a professional. I'm a shithead fucking comedian. I'm a loser. I'm a cocksucker, folks. Emphasis on cock. But anyway, about a month ago, 2 months ago, I made this video. It was $1, right? And then it went back down to like 80 cents, right? It went back down, right? And so you could have scooped some up. You could have 3x'd your investment, but you chose not to. You chose not to. You want to know where that was in October? Let's find October. Let's find October. Hold up. Let's go to the 1 hour chart here. Let's find October. Where was October? Man, October is that's way back. Right, you could have made some great financial decisions, but you chose not to, and that's okay. It all happens. So here we go. This is when I made this video in October. Look at this. I was freaking out about that. But, y'all didn't listen to me. Y'all were like, oh, it's bad for the environment. Oh, it's bad for the environment. That's what y'all were saying. You still think it's bad for the environment? You think it's bad for the environment? Guess what? I'm going to pick up 1 can on the ground for every cent that Hive goes up. from this point onwards. So I'll show you how bad for the environment is. Yeah, that's right. We're doing some offset programs. This is a crypto offset program channel now. I'm going to go around. I'm going to get one of those sticks with the stabby end like they do with the prison people. And I'm going to stab some fucking soda cans. And I'm going to offset. For every cent that Hive goes up, 1 can is going to be picked up off the side of the fucking road. That's right, folks. Oh, crypto's bad for the environment? Nope. Wrong. So again, who knows? I mean, the last time I made a video about Hive, right? The last time, it was right here, and I was freaking out. So maybe, I don't know. Next time it's going to be like $7 per Hive token. You never know. You have no idea. In fact, I have no idea, so I'm going to turn this off now. But anyway, that's just wanted to brag a little bit. Feeling pretty good. Feeling high on life and caffeine as well. But again, reminder, do not listen to me. I am not a professional. Do not accept financial advice from me. I have to say that, otherwise I'll be sued. You know, I've got pending litigation right now for not saying it in the previous video. We have Max the dog, who's very upset right now with me because I'm not paying attention. Maxie! Look at him! This is another classic episode. We got Max the dog here. My baby! Yesterday was my first Thanksgiving with Max. I got, I'm just joking about pending litigation, Bob. I got Max in December of last year. And so, yesterday was my first Thanksgiving with this precious hound. Next month will be Christmas. It will be my second Christmas with the doggy. But it's going to be my first Christmas with Max the hound in a way, because when I first got him, we weren't best friends yet. We were getting to know each other. We were up there. He goes. We were getting to know each other last Christmas. But now we got to know each other. Look at this. You could power a whole fucking senior citizen living center with this tail. Maxie Max. Look at that. Holy shit. Goddamn. All right, folks, let's do the goddamn. We got a show lined up. So there's a show. It's lined up, and well, actually, it's not lined up. It's actually not lined up at all, but it could be lined up, and that's what we should all be striving for, is a show that's lined up. So we had a disturbing video here. So we have a very disturbing video here. This is from NYC PBA, the Police Benevolent Association of the City of New York. So we got a very disturbing video where a cop is seen to be in an altercation. And it's one of those videos that really kind of just like, when you watch this, it really changes your perspective on the world. So this cop here is trying to apprehend a suspect. And so let's see how this goes. There's no volume, so that's fine. So I'm going to be narrating this like one of those sports people. So you can see, all right, so the workers are getting the table out of the way. That's great. Now, again, this cop is like punching this motherfucker in the head. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But, you know, that's fine, whatever. So as you can see, people are just going around their normal business. They're shopping. They're just, you know, look at that. Look at this motherfucker's getting held down. Look at that. Everyone's just having a good time. Oh, wait. There's a show going on. People are realizing there's a show going on. There's a show going on. This guy is not interested. He's not interested. He's just going to go underneath the table. Wait. Look, everyone's just watching it happen. Look at this. Just going on a normal day. Police brutality in the Target. Whoa. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? This motherfucker got destroyed and everyone was watching. So I just want to say, if y'all see a cop who's in need, fuck that cop, because you don't get paid enough to help them. And also, if you make one small mistake, that cop's going to turn on you. So fuck the cops. Also, if you ever record someone in this altercation before posting, blur their face, just in case they get away, because you don't want them to get away and then they use your video to track them down later. Fuck that cop. Right, so I'm just throwing that out there. If you're ever filming some police brutality, if the guy gets away or looks like he might get away, blur out that face before you post it. And, you know, just wanted to share that video. You know, just how we roll. So morally confused, RN. I am not morally confused. You can't intervene or else you will be arrested. Exactly. Fuck that cop. Let's watch him get his ass beat. That's a cute video. You know what else is a cute video? The one you're watching. Maxie! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Why? Wow! Woo! Look at the puppy. Woo! It's also a pretty good video. So, folks, I've got some breaking news here, and I know that there's a cross section. I'm gonna have to go into incognito window for this one, folks. Because, well, in fact, let's just start the show. Let's just start this segment with this information, folks. I know that there's a lot of fans out there of this person in my viewer base. I understand that a lot of people there's like a cross section, like, you know, when you cut the sandwich open and you see what the inside looks like. There's a cross section of people here that follow this person. Now, I don't know why. First of all, to say I don't know why. I don't know how. And also, I wanted to talk about this because I got blocked, folks. That's right. So we all know that when you block someone on Twitter, it's an admission that you have lost in the battlefield of ideas. So, folks, I would like everyone to ask Shoe on Head why she blocked just a regular critic of her work. Now, folks, do you want to know why I got blocked? Well, I can't show you the original thread because I'm blocked, but I'm on incognito window mode. So let's check this out. So she tweets this out. So she gets into an online argument and she loses. And then, you know, because she lost the online argument, she kicks and screams, flails like Magikarp from Pokemon. You know, when you first get that motherfucker at the Mount Moon, like, Pokemon Center, doesn't know anything. Doesn't know what to do. That's Shoe on Head. So Shoe on Head says, vegans are so fucking insufferable because they can say and do literally the most heinous shit. Now, heinous shit, did a vegan kill someone? Did a vegan, like, harass? So, like, what happened to make Shoe on Head hate vegans so much? And if you go, hey, that was fucked, they'll just be like, oh yeah, well, you eat chicken nuggets. Now, again, if we're talking about net morality, now, I am not a vegan, I'm a vegetarian. There's a difference. I am not as cool as the vegans. I apologize for that one. But let's find out. So this is some heinous shit here. We got some heinous shit. And what was the heinous shit? So the heinous shit is someone I've never heard of. So apparently ContraPoints had a bad take. ContraPoints doesn't know how to cook. Well, she's a rich bitch, right? She's a rich, like, money coming out her asshole motherfucker. Of course she doesn't know how to cook, right? Of course, right? So she probably hires a cook in her fucking mansion or some shit. Now, I am not anti-ContraPoints. I'm just making a joke here. I find it impossible to believe that anyone actually likes tofu. What do you like about it? The lack of taste or the lack of texture? But it takes on the flavor of seasonings. You know what does that in a better way? Meat. That is untrue, folks. Meat does not absorb the seasonings as well as tofu. That is false. That is fake news. I get that veganism is good for animals and the environment, but that's a really noble and honorable view. But it's a barren life of deprivation and self-denial. Well, I mean, killing someone is a part of the human experience. There are people out there that have killed. So should we all be allowed to kill people? Or just live in the human life? You know, there's a study done that showed that when cops kill someone, right, they happen that night, the night that cops kill someone in the line of duty when there's an officer involved shooting, now this is a self-reported study, according to them and their spouses, that is the best sex they will ever have the night that they kill someone. Now, this is a phenomenon that we've heard about. Killing someone and then fucking after, right? You got this adrenaline rush. It's a human experience. We should all be allowed to fuck after we kill someone. It's part of living life. And if you don't want to live life in that way, it's self-denial. So someone who's, let's be honest, this person seems pretty rude. I don't know who this person is. Perspective Philosophy says, surely ContraPoints, a drug addict. Now, I have no problem whatsoever with drugs or being addicted to drugs. I'm addicted to drugs. I love drugs. Could do with learning some selfish denial. Just another internet socialist incapable of restraining their greed. Now, again, I do agree with the point here, right? When you eat meat, you are literally engaging in the genocide of animals. I'm sorry, it's true. Factory farming not only destroys the planet, destroys your body. Meat is bad for you. Look at this. There's a study that came out. 40% less likely to have heart attacks if you're a vegetarian versus eating meat. 40%. So if you've got a history of heart disease, cut out the cow, cut out the chicken, and eat like a normal person. Eat like a motherfucker who's not an idiot. Did you know 95% of Americans don't eat enough fiber? What's fiber, you might ask? Vegetables. 95% of Americans don't eat vegetables. And let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Let's go back to the original post. Right? Shoe on Head said that vegans are, quote, saying the most heinous shit. This is heinous? I'm sorry, it's not heinous. Like, it's not like Perspective I don't know who this person is, never heard of them in my life. But it's not like they said, Natalie Wynn, go fuck yourself. In fact, you should fuck yourself until you die. That's not what they said. They just called her a drug addict. Now, I don't know if ContraPoints is using drugs. Personally, I think being a drug addict is cool. Now, again, don't quote me on that. Do not, do anything that I do because you think it's cool. I have a lot of problems. I'm sure Natalie Wynn has a lot of problems. I'm sure this person has a lot of problems. But again, calling someone a drug addict is not the most heinous shit. I mean, again, you can even make the argument that Natalie Wynn's post about vegetarians and vegans, right? You can make the argument that that is actually more insufferable and more rude than anything Perspective Philosophy is saying. So Shoe on Head got really mad. And so then I tweeted, they get mad because they know eating nuggets is fucked up. And so I got blocked for this, folks. Now, again, there's a lot of people that follow me that say, you should collab with Shoe on Head. Now, again, I don't know why I would do that. I also don't know how that's going to happen now that I'm blocked. But again, let's be honest here. If we're talking about morality, let's be real. Participating in the genocide of animals, yeah, that's a little bit more fucked up than calling someone a drug addict online. Especially if the person you're calling a drug addict attacked you first. Like, she made a big thread about how vegans are stupid, and then a vegan was like, but by the way, you're a drug addict. Now, again, should they have said that she's a drug addict? I don't have any problem with being a drug addict, right? I think that that's cool. But either way, the most heinous shit, and this is virtue signaling in the highest degree. The most did that guy say, Natalie Wynn, go fuck yourself, burn in hell, and die? No, they just called her a drug addict. So that is not the most heinous shit. Heinous. You're thinking heinous, wow, is this motherfucking, person, Silence of the Lambs territory? Heinous, what the fuck's going on? No. You someone got dunked on Twitter. The most heinous shit. And again, I'm just being really honest here. Again, eating chicken nuggets is worse than calling someone a drug addict on Twitter. If you have a problem with that, okay. If you're going to eat chicken nuggets and then overreact when someone's on Twitter, you're going to have some cognitive dissonance. You're going to have to admit, yeah, you know what? I am a fucking genocide enabler. Yeah, you know what? I am a disgusting motherfucker. I'm evil. I'm garbage. But you know what? That still doesn't mean that it's okay to treat human beings like trash, because I believe in human supremacy. If you believe in human supremacy, at least be honest about that. That's where your morality lies, in the fact that you think that humans are more moral and superior than other forms of life. Personally, I disagree. But then also, again, this is milquetoast. You pay people to torture animals. This dude made a mean tweet. This isn't a mean tweet. I'm gonna be honest. Again, so I saw this. I decided to weigh in while I was drunk yesterday, and I got blocked. So fuck Shoe on Head. Fuck her in the face. With a big face fucking machine, because fuck that bitch. So that's all I have to say. But hopefully that is not interpreted as heinous. Now, again, I am not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. So sometimes I will eat cheese, and I understand that doing so is morally reprehensible. But I'm not going to go out there and say, because I understand that what I do is sometimes morally reprehensible. In the same way that when I drive a car, I don't actually drive a car, but sometimes I ride in the passenger seat. I understand that that is morally reprehensible. Like when I go to Taco Bell to, like, you know, buy some food, I understand that that is morally reprehensible because I'm participating in capitalism, right? Underpaying workers to do things that they should be getting a lot more money to do, and I'm giving corporations my money while the workers get nothing. I understand every time I participate in the system we live in, I am being heinous in some way or another, that it's about cognitive dissonance, right? You know, and that, you know, we should be real, we should be nice to each other. But again, ContraPoints made the first shot, so just throwing that out there. I thought I'd weigh in. People keep telling me to weigh in on Twitter discourse, so here's me weighing in. I got blocked by Shoe on Head. End scene. Yeah, so I don't know what Shoe on Head's deal is. I don't follow her. But someone like retweeted that, and so I decided to get involved. So I'm aware, Rielon. I'm aware. Hey, Hoss Boss Man. Yeah, I don't really have much of a comment on ContraPoints' thread. I assume that she's just doing it for attention. I do it too. Like, I mean, when I do it, I'm right. You know, like, I did some attention posting a couple days ago when I was talking about how NFTs are less damaging to the environment than fast food, and I got a lot of people that were mad at me. But I was right in that instance. You know, ContraPoints is like attention posting and wrong. Whenever I attention post, I'm right. And there's a big difference between that. Because there are really, like, genuinely, there are dumb motherfuckers out there that think NFTs are gonna destroy the world. Nom nom chicken nuggets. Nom nom Wendy's. Nom nom cars. Nom. Like, imagine being such a stupid fucking loser bitch that you think NFTs are gonna destroy the fucking world and you're eating nuggets. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Imagine you're at the Thanksgiving table with a fucking big turkey leg. You know, NFTs are really gonna destroy the universe. Right? Like, imagine. But there are people out there that do that because they're dumb. They're dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers? Yeah, people drive cars. Driving a car is worse for the environment than NFTs. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong? Let me eat this bird. Look at that ham slice. Nom 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 nom. Y'all know crypto's bad for the environment, right? Nom nom. Like, imagine these dumb motherfuckers at the Thanksgiving table. But they're real. They exist. There's stupid people all over the world. Max the dog is very confused. Thank you, Max. Well, yeah, Unknown Stoyle. I'm not talking about them, though. I'm talking about the people that eat meat that think NFTs are going to kill the world. Which is the vast majority of people that hold those opinions. Alright, folks. Shoe on Head blocked me. Next. So here's an interesting segment. Now this comes, hold on, let me get the, we're going to be talking about the motherfucking FWID party. Hold the phone. Man, I'm seeing some other cringe on this motherfucker's feed. Oh, Lord. Look at this. Images that make you want to kill yourself. Images that inspire suicidal ideation immediately. This is up there. Images that make you want to jump off the nearest fucking bridge. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. My God. Images that make you want to just fucking burn yourself alive in a fucking auto explosion. Anyway, if you eat eggs or dairy, you are in favor of factory farming. I wouldn't go that far. I would say that there are non-factory farmed ways of acquiring those materials. I personally, if someone has their own chickens and they eat the chickens, or they eat the eggs that their chickens lay and they feed their chickens a great life, I have no problem with that. Personally, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Dairy's a little bit more complicated. I wouldn't mind cutting dairy, but I'm interested in owning chickens and eating their eggs, personally. That's something I'm interested in. How many people do that? No, not many. Absolutely. I agree with you. I'm just saying I wouldn't say it's a default thing. But anyway, so let's go out there. So Andrew Yang. Now, again, I want to be very clear. Kyle Rittenhouse, I made this video a while ago, or not a while, well, 2 days ago. Kyle Rittenhouse came out on the Tucker Carlson interview and said that he was a Yang ganger. He's all in on Yang before he killed and murdered Black Lives Matter protesters and became a Trump sycophant. He was all in on Yang. So how does a Yang supporter become involved in this giant case where they murder Black Lives Matter protesters? Well, let's find out what David Pakman had Andrew Yang on a show. Now, I don't know what the deal with this clip is and why it's like cut off like this so you can only see half of his head. I don't know if Andrew Yang is purposefully hiding or if the person who made this clip post on Twitter is an idiot. But either way, Andrew Yang had something very interesting to say when asked about white supremacy within the Forward Party. Let's watch.
To make it really specific, if people on the right say the Republican Party is too centrist, I'm an extreme white supremacist or something like that. But I think we need to get, we need single transferable vote or whatever and campaign. You still welcome that because you're on the same page on that one issue?
Yeah, if they're going to help us transition to a more effective democracy, I don't need to know what their stance is.
David Pakman's face. David Pakman's face here is so good. Look at that. Oh my God, I got a screenshot. That's really funny. That is really funny. All right, I'm just gonna watch that again for the humor.
To make it really specific, if people on the right say the Republican Party is too centrist, I'm an extreme white supremacist or something like that. But I think we need to get, we need single transferable vote or whatever.
Look at Pakman's face. Pakman's like, oh, I got a Twitter moment.
Because you're on the same page on that one issue.
Check this out. The best part is like Andrew Yang is thinking about it. That's one of the best parts here. The best part is that he's like, So I should ask, do I embrace white supremacists and neo-Nazis? I'm going to go with yeah. I'm going to go with yes, I embrace white supremacy. As long as they agree that democracy is broken, come on in, Ku Klux Klan. But I love he's having that moment of like thinking, and then David Pakman's face. It's so good. Check it out.
Yeah, if they're going to help us transition to a more effective democracy, I don't need to know what they're...
It's so good! I love it. Yo, that is so good. You really just can't make this shit up, folks. You really just can't make this shit up. But you want to know what I think about embracing white supremacists? I think it's, got a little bit...
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
But let's continue.
Their stance is on things that I disagree with. People have a sense of where I'm coming from.
Okay.
But right now, I believe that there is an existential threat to the country as a result of the greatest design flaw in the history of the world. That is, and if you will help us resolve that design flaw, then we can have a discussion about anything else under the sun at a time when the democracy actually will stand the test of time.
To make it really specific.
All right, so that didn't go so well for Andrew Yang. So let's just keep going. So Andrew Yang tweeted this out after the interview went live. Didn't go so well. People did not really appreciate the idea that Andrew Yang is going out there saying, yep, KKK, come on in. 3%ers, let's go. Proud Boys, let's get it. Kyle Rittenhouse, let's go. Let's murder some black people as long as we advocate for a third party. We got to go forward by murdering black people. Yeah, that's right. And white supremacists, bring your tiki torches. Let's go. So that didn't go so well for Andrew Yang. But again, Andrew Yang has a history of doing this. Again, Kyle Rittenhouse said he was part of the Yang Gang. Why was that? Probably because Andrew Yang went on Ben Shapiro's podcast, Dave Rubin's podcast, all these right-wing podcasts, Joe Rogan's podcast, and then said a bunch of right-wing garbage. Remember when Andrew Yang did that fucking white replacement bullshit ad during the fucking Democratic primary? Remember that? What the fuck was he thinking? So he's got a history of trying to court white supremacists, and he's not doing a great job of trying to distance himself from that history, but let's give his best shot a read here. I didn't think this needed stating, but people who hold ideologies such as white supremacy that are antithetical to grace and tolerance are not welcome in the Forward Party. I didn't think this needed stating. Well, okay, that's interesting because you said the exact opposite on an interview with David Pakman. So, okay, you didn't think it would be worth stating. So, okay, so I say white supremacists join the party, and then people are like, yo, Andrew Yang, you want white supremacists in the party? And then you go out there and say, well, I didn't think this needed to be stated. But when I said I wanted white supremacists in the party, what I really meant is that I want you in the party if you're not a white supremacist. But you just said, okay, let's continue reading. Our movement for democracy reform is fighting to diminish harmful extremism. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're going in a little bit more. And so, relatedly, this kind of manufactured controversy, I mean, you literally got at, like, this is not like one of those gotcha moments. This is not like a weasel word thing. David Pakman was extremely clear in this clip. Do you want white supremacists in the Forward Party? And Andrew Yang said yes. Like, it's one of the most, like, direct question and answers I've ever seen. It really is. You want white supremacists in the Forward Party? Yes. It's that simple. Like, that's not a manufactured controversy. You're just a dumb fuck. So it's this kind of thing that is dragging down a public discourse and distracting us from the true issues at hand. He gave a bad answer. Racist is not the path to enlightenment. Well, I'm glad you're acknowledging it's a bad answer. Personally, I think it's a little bit more than a bad answer, but okay, let's keep going. I've done literally years of work, a decade, in every environment under the sun, with all sorts of people, including MLK3. Oh my god. Yo, this is like I have a black friend on steroids. Not only is my friend black, but he's the son of Martin Luther King Jr. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, man. That is some legendary I've got a black friend going on right now. Can we, like, just take a moment for this? Like, to acknowledge, okay, so 1 minute, yes, I want white supremacists in the Forward Party. Next minute, I have a black friend, and guess what? He's Martin Luther King Jr.'s kid. What the fuck? Like, I mean, my God, man. My God, this is brutal. Reverend Warnock and others who have and others, like, yeah, like, you know, just the two black people I could think of. Yeah, I got MLK's kid, and then you got one of the black senators in Georgia, and some other black people. I work with lots of black people who have dedicated their lives to combating this sort of ideology. Plus, last I checked, I'm not white. Well, hey, again, it would be one thing if Andrew Yang on this interview with David Pakman said, well, you know, I think that if someone's a white supremacist and they should change, and I welcome them to the Forward Party as a way to de-radicalize them, and, you know, like, he didn't say that. He said, white supremacists, come on in. Right, again, I personally, if you're going to start a party and someone asks you, do you want white supremacists in your party? I think it's a reasonable answer to go out there and say, yes, I think we should have a path so that if people are in these hateful communities, that they should find a way out of them. They should find a way to, like, get into a more safe community that will teach them that these things aren't good. Now, personally, I'm not, you know, super interested in doing that myself, but if Andrew Yang wants to go out there and do it, that's fine. People should have that opportunity, right? But again, he didn't go out there and say that. He said, yes, white supremacists are allowed in the party. So it's, again, he's treating this like it's some, like, oh, the media is against me. He literally, like, again, he is not, like, if you are going to apologize, say, yeah, not only did I give a bad answer, but I said yes to white supremacy, I was tired. I didn't drink that much coffee. I'm going to be honest, I had a hangover. The sun was in my eyes. I was listening to some music in the background. I couldn't really hear the question too well. Come up with something. But this is not a good apology. It's just not good. Like, okay, so yeah, I know that I want tiki tortures in my party, but hey, my best friend is Martin Luther King 3, so I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, please spend some time in the real world solving real problems. There are plenty. I mean, again, this is like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is like, your kid got caught with the hand in the cookie jar, and then your kid goes around, it's like, if my hand were in the cookie jar, which it was not, my hand was not, do you have a photograph of my hand in the, oh, you do, well, my hand was not in the cookie jar, even though you have video evidence of my hand being in the cookie jar. Guess what? My best friend works at Chips Ahoy, so I don't know what to tell you. I did nothing wrong. But again, this is a really bizarre move from Andrew Yang, and again, it's in a very similar vein. Like, he is in the same trajectory as he's been since I started covering this bitch motherfucker like 3 years ago. He has not deviated from that path at all. And again, like, you can explain away that horrible answer that you gave on the David Pakman show. It's possible to explain that away. I wasn't drinking that much coffee, I had a hangover, I didn't hear the question too well, I stumbled. But to say that you didn't say what you are on video saying, and then also, yeah, I got a black friend, guess what? He's Martin Luther King Jr.'s kid. That's how black my black friend is. Like, what the fuck? I know, but it's crazy. This is some crazy shit. But anyway, Andrew Yang on a real one. Happy Thanksgiving. And the convoluted bullshit about why they're fine, Catherine, it's never a good excuse. Like, again, I gave you a good one. I didn't have that much coffee, I had a hangover, and I didn't listen to the question that well. Like, it's something. It's an unfalsifiable hypothesis in that sense, right? Like, no one can say, oh, did Andrew Yang really have one too many last night and not get enough water? Did he really skip the coffee in that morning? Well, it's hard. You can't really say for sure. But if you want to externalize the blame a little bit, you can. There's ways to do so and make it make sense in the overall grand scheme of things. He is not good at this. And then again, like, the idea is like, oh yeah, my black friend, he's so black, he's Martin Luther King's kid. That's how black he is. Like, I mean, wow, right? Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, that is, like, really insane shit. I mean, it's really bad. Like, it's really fucking bad. Wow, though. It is some crazy shit. That is some crazy shit. But anyway, I wanted to cover that. Thought it was funny. You know how it is. Thought it was funny. All right, folks. So we got another one. We got a...
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go Brandon."
I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ, 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 but those with the lowest IQ.
So, folks, this was at like a church, some QAnon pastor dude, whatever the fuck they call him. I don't know, there's like a pastor, there's a reverend, there's a priest, there's a father. What the fuck? Can we just like consolidate this shit? For real, like this is off, like, I mean, it's not really off topic because religion is what breeds QAnon, which is what breeds the Let's Go Brandon bullshit, right? But, like, really, like, you need 19,000 names for the same person? Yeah, the guy who stands on the podium and reads the book. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the pastor, that's the reverend, that's the minister, no, that's the father, that's the preacher. No, he's the guy who's on the podium reading the fucking book. Okay, that's all he is. There's no special title, I'm sorry. He's the motherfucker who reads the book. So the motherfucker who reads the book, right, is like some QAnon guy. And this is a whole, like, one of those mega churches, right? You know, one of those mega churches? And they're all chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." What the fuck? What the fuck? And then they're doing the clapping thing. What the hell's going on here? Like, I mean, again, this is some crazy shit. Like, you know, like, if you were to see a situation where it's like, you know, let's say it's a black church and they're all screaming, "Fuck Trump, fuck Trump." Do you, like, any one of these motherfuckers, how would they react to that? I would love to know. If y'all saw, like, a black church, right? Everyone there is black and they're all singing, like, the soul music or whatever. And they're like, "Fuck Donald Trump." And they just said it over and over. Any one of these people, I would love to get their reaction on that. But again, and there's also another factor of it's like, you know, they're all afraid to say fuck. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck him in the face. I fucking hate that guy. But this "Let's go Brandon" thing, I mean, it's funny in the sense that, like, people actually do this. I've had people do "Let's go Brandon" to me in person. They look at me and they're like, "Let's go Brandon," as if I'm offended. Oh no, Joe Biden has been insulted. I don't give a shit about Joe Biden. Joe Biden sucks dick. Joe Biden sucks so much dick that he's a dick sucker. He's a cocksucker. He's a motherfucker. Fuck Joe Biden. All my homies, they don't like that motherfucker, right? But again, this "Let's go Brandon" thing is weird. And then you look at this religion bullshit. Now, I've been in one of these mega churches before. In fact, that experience is what made me an atheist. I remember one time, that's right, we're getting into story time here. I remember one time I went to these mega churches during, like, a Christmas special because my babysitter was religious, and I went there, like you know, my mom was working on Sunday or whatever, so I went there Sunday morning, and then got caught up in the church. So they drove me all the way to this mega church, and they were singing this religious bullshit, and then it was like, "Praise Jesus!" And they're all, like, everyone's, like, singing and dancing, right? And it's like, and I'm like, you know, I'm the little autistic kid in the chair going like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what is going on in my life? Why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this?" Right? And so everyone's singing and dancing about Jesus Christ, right? So I've been in one of those things, right, where they have the speakers and everyone's singing hymns and all that stupid shit. They're like, "Oh, and the Jesus was born and the Savior," and all that stupid shit. Now imagine that, except instead of just like a regular amount of crazy, which is religion is regular crazy. Like, religious people, like, they literally believe an invisible man and Jesus Christ and water into wine and Moses splitting the water. That's fucking crazy, right? But then you've got crazy plus. Then you've got crazy, like, you know, +5. You know, it's like you're playing Dark Souls and you upgrade your fucking equipment with the fucking twinkling Titanite shard. You got your fucking crazy bitch ass shit +5, right? And so that's what this shit is. That's the QAnon bullshit. Listen to this. Like, they're crazy. I don't know what to tell you. These motherfuckers are off their rocker. That's a whole stadium that I wouldn't mind if they were like the victim of a terrorist attack, right? Like, I mean, seriously. Like, I hope that some jihadi No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, folks. I'm just having a good time here. But anyway, right? So, like, anyway, like, these motherfuckers are like, and again, like, you think, oh, okay, so they're just going for their crazy bullshit and then they go home and they're normal, right? No, they bring their crazy home with them. They go home and then they're like, oh, at the dinner table, it's Sunday dinner. They're like, "Oh, little Jimmy, oh, did you enjoy the "Let's go Brandon" chant at the church this morning?" And then little Jimmy's like, "Oh my God, I just want to can I fucking emancipate myself? I'm almost fucking 15. Can I get," right? And then, like, little fucking, you know, little fucking, I don't know, you got Jimmy, and then you got, like, little fucking, I don't know, you got, like, little Timmy. You got Jimmy and Timmy. You know, I'm not doing so well here today. I need more coffee. But anyway, so little Jimmy is like, you know, they're secretly scrolling their phone for how to emancipate themselves. And then you got Timmy, who's like fucking 12, right? Timmy's 12. He's fucked. He's not getting out of there anytime soon. Timmy is like trying to lean over. Hey, Jimmy, when you emancipate yourself, can you take me with you, please? And then like after, like they're both like, Timmy gets pulls the chair out. I gotta wash my hands. I forgot. Because you got to wash your hands before supper. And then Jimmy is like, oh shit, me too. So they go into the bathroom and they're planning like, oh, so like, how could we murder our parents and get away with it? Right? Like, imagine, like, seriously though, like, this is things that happen. This is what I was thinking, when I was at religious circles. Now, again, my family was not that religious, but I got sucked into a couple of those things every once in a while. And I'm thinking, how the fuck do I get out of this shit? Right? So Jimmy and Timmy are plotting to like a family homicide, right? Because these motherfuckers are crazy. They're crazy. They are crazy motherfuckers, right? Again, I need you to understand, for someone to think that Let's Go Brandon is funny enough to do this, right, at a fucking church event. They're already at church. They're already listening to QAnon bullshit. They're doing Let's Go, like this is a crazy ass motherfucker cocktail. Like these guys have cocks, they've got tails, and they're fucking crazy. And I don't know what else to tell you, but it's all falling apart, folks. The whole world, this whole society thing that we've got going on, down the shitter. It's down the tubes, folks. I don't know what tubes it's going down, but it's a tube and it's not into a good direction. It's like one of those tubes at the water park, when you go down in the tube and you're like, they tell you like, you got to be careful not to turn upside down, but you don't know what's going on. You're in a fucking opaque tube and you're going down the fucking water slide. And then all of a sudden you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you realize, wait a second, I'm upside down. And then you fucking land on your fucking head and you drown to death and die. That's the tube that this country is going down, huh? And it's not good, folks. It is bad news. Anyway, I was kicked out of Sunday school. I remember I went to a Christian summer camp and we got a quiz after the first lesson, which is just like some preacher bullshit. And I was asked what I learned at the lesson. And my response was that the devil's the bad guy. Because I wasn't paying attention to any of that shit. It was all a bunch of garbage. But I knew the devil's probably the bad guy. So I said, yeah, the devil's the bad guy, right? And they all, like, everyone looks at me. And it's like, this is not a joke. You need to take this seriously. And I'm like, oh my God. That was day one of Christian summer camp. And it was all downhill from there. Oh my God. Lord have motherfucking mercy, folks. Lord have motherfucking mercy. Cocksuck my motherfuck? Yo, Bobert doing stand-up. That sounds great. Send that to me and I'll do it tomorrow. That sounds good as fuck. Yo, I'm stretching my back. Oh, man. Folks, I've got news. He's here. Here I am doing a fucking show. Here I am trying to do a show. And there's a natural disaster taking place. Look at this fucking angel. This beast. This goddamn beast. This is a beast. Look at you, Max. You're a fucking giant dog. So big. Alright, I think that's going to be the show for today, folks. I love that puppy. He is such a good puppy, let me tell you. Would Shoe on Head eat Max the dog? Probably. I mean, let's be honest here, folks. Meat eaters, they're fucking crazy. Like think about this. If you eat meat, You are a fucking lunatic. Now, what's even worse is eating meat and then having a pet. Now, you can make a comment about pets and slavery and all that and, like, how it's, like, kind of fucked up to have someone, like, just chained to your house or whatever. That's an argument I'm willing to have, right? But these motherfuckers that have dogs, right, and then go like, oh, those Chinese eating bats. How disgusting and uncivilized. They're eating bats and dogs in China. Yeah, and you're eating cows. Like, imagine going to India and going like, yep, I'm a cow eater. Yeah, that's right, I'm a cow eater. Yeah, I'm eating cows. What the fuck? Like, if you go to India and say that shit, they will beat your ass. Why? Because cows aren't supposed to be eaten. They're beautiful fucking creatures. Why would meat eaters eat cows? It's all stupid bullshit. It's all stupid bullshit. If you wouldn't eat your dog, don't eat a cow. With that being said, thank you all for watching. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Have a fucking great day. My mom had me holding signs at a protest at age 10 with aborted fetus. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. On that note, I'm out of here.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. Everybody comes in your grandmother year. Everybody comes in your grandmother.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately. Chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, let's go Brandon.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
Get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
$7 million for reef fish management. $25 billion to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.